Hi friends, my name is Bhavya Mangla. I am IATF qualified auditor and doing audit for the automotive sector for the last 18 years. I'm again back with a very interesting topic, that what is the key difference between preventive and predictive maintenance. So if you look into an industrial environment, we cannot live without preventive and predictive maintenance. They are part and parcel of the maintenance process. And it's important that we should more focus on the preventive and predictive maintenance so that we can avoid the third one, that is the reactive maintenance or the breakdown maintenance. To talk in a simple term, when we talk about preventive and predictive maintenance, we are actually doing it in real life also. Generally, we go for an annual health checkup wherein we see that whether all the body parameters are working okay or not, or if there is any problem or not. So that's basically a preventive maintenance that we are doing, just to see that whether everything is okay or not. But at times, looking at our face, our eyes, maybe the head, or maybe touching into the wrist, we try to understand that if anything is happening, maybe some fever is happening, or maybe some problem is going to happen in coming time or not. So that's a prediction that we are doing based on looking into some of the indicators. So that's called predictive maintenance. Now, to talk specifically with respect to preventive and predictive maintenance, in this particular video, I am going to talk about what is preventive maintenance, then what is predictive maintenance, what are the key purposes of preventive and predictive maintenance, what are the key differences between preventive and predictive maintenance, what are the challenges that industry is facing with respect to these kind of maintenance processes. So this is all I'm going to cover in this particular video. So let's start with understanding that what exactly is the meaning of a preventive maintenance. So when we talk about preventive maintenance, our intent is to talk about a kind of maintenance which is performed cyclically on a predetermined equipment. Means we already decided that these equipments we're going to cover in preventive maintenance, and the objective is to optimize in the working condition that they should perform correctly. To talk about the key purposes of conducting the preventive maintenance, so the first and the foremost objective of doing the preventive maintenance is to extend the useful life of the equipment, to prevent the breakdowns from occurring, to make sure that the repeated breakdowns are zero, and by doing that we can ensure that the predictability of the equipment is high. And the most important thing is that whatever key parameters like MTBF, mean time between failure, MTBM, mean time between maintenance, and MTTM, mean time to maintain, how much we can control them and bring them into the way in which we want. Now when we talk about predictive maintenance, so by definition, when we say predictive maintenance, it is a goal to ensure that whatever potential equipment's malfunctions are there, we can catch them as early as possible so that even before they can become a big maintenance activity. So that's a key objective of doing the predictive maintenance. To talk about the key purposes or the benefits of doing the predictive maintenance, the first and the most important is to enhance or to improve the return on investment, ROI. Then secondly, how we can reduce the maintenance cost by improving the effectiveness of predictive maintenance. And thirdly, to how we can eliminate the sudden breakdown that we generally see happening in the industry. And certainly when we do that, it certainly helps in reducing the downtime of the equipment, and how we can improve the production performance overall by doing that. Now to talk about the key differences between preventive and the predictive maintenance. So the first and the foremost key difference between preventive and predictive maintenance, to talk about the preventive maintenance objective is to extend the useful life of the equipment. That's the single most objective. And when we talk about predictive maintenance, our objective is to do the failure diagnosis by defining the specific problem and by identifying that how long the machine can work properly before going for a breakdown. That's a key thing that happens in predictive maintenance. When we talk about preventive maintenance, in a way we are just enhancing the predictability of the equipment. We're just ensuring that the machine is working properly. But when we talk about predictive maintenance, our intent is to, based on the condition of the equipment, we'll predict that how long the machine will work properly, and that will be based on the data that we capture on the sensors and different ways that we do to identify that. Well, in general, we all know that preventive maintenance can only be done when we stop the machine as per the planned manner. But when we talk about predictive maintenance, there is no need to stop the machine. The machine can work in the normal condition, and in the normal condition, we'll try to see that the all the key parameters are working properly or not. The preventive maintenance is done at regular intervals. We define that we need to do it daily, weekly, monthly, 3 monthly, 6 monthly or yearly. We chalk out a plan and based on that we do that. But when we talk about predictive maintenance, it is done as and when needed, and the data is collected on real-time basis, and on that basis analysis is being done and then decisions are being taken. In a way, when we talk about preventive maintenance, our intent is to fix the small problems before they become the big ones. And when we talk about predictive maintenance, our intent is to see that prediction that when the equipment can fail, so that the maintenance activity can be completed or maybe done before that just happens. In general, we need to ensure that the cost of preventive maintenance should be less than the cost of machine breakdown or failure, because unless and until that is there is no purpose of doing the preventive maintenance. But when we talk about predictive maintenance, our intent is to see that how we can enhance the return on investment, so that whatever investment that we are doing on the machines, we can see that that can be received by the owner or maybe the person who is investing that much of money. When we talk about preventive maintenance, our intent is to work as per the recommendation of the machine manufacturer or the best practices which is there in the industry. But when we talk about predictive maintenance, it is actually based on the actual condition of the machine. Based on that, we take some decision what to do and what not to do. And once we do the effective preventive maintenance, we just ensure that the machine always remain in healthy condition, and even if there is a breakdown, we can do that quickly. But when we talk about predictive maintenance, our intent is that if a breakdown is there or a shutdown is required, then it should be as short as possible and machine should start working as early as possible. In general, if you look into the industry, whenever we are doing a preventive maintenance, it is based on some checklist where there are different points which are specified, and based on that we see and we do that what exactly we need to do in the preventive maintenance part. But when we talk about predictive maintenance, it is based on the different data, the data collections, the sensors, and which gives us the information, and based on that we decide what to do and how to do. To talk about some of the key differences or maybe some key challenges that industry is facing with respect to preventive and predictive maintenance process, the first and the single most important thing is that how often whenever somebody is doing preventive or predictive maintenance actually done on the shop floor, and not just we are filling up some documents and saying that yes, everything is okay. And second, a very interesting and very important objective is that how often top management is interested or willing to go in deep about the different maintenance objectives like OEE, MTBF, MTTR and other related objectives, to see that whether the maintenance process is doing properly and how much is the effectiveness of this particular process. And thirdly, very interesting objective is, or the key challenges is with respect to the competence of the people who are doing the predictive and maintenance and preventive maintenance, because it is generally being seen that the people who are doing it, they are not competent, they don't understand many of the points which are specified in the checklist, and especially with respect to the predictive maintenance, the kind of sensors and other things that we put up on the machine to see the real-time data, they don't really understand and they cannot evaluate that. So that's a big challenge that industry is facing. So if I talk about in summary about the key differences between predictive and preventive maintenance, so when we talk about preventive maintenance, our intent is to extend the useful life of the asset, to ensure that the predictability of the equipment is ensured. We are doing the preventive maintenance only after stopping the machine, and it is done at a regular interval, and the same schedule is followed regularly, and the intent is to fix the small problems before they become big. When we talk about predictive maintenance, the main objective is to do the failure diagnosis, to understand that why this problem is coming or can come. It's basically a condition-based monitoring of the particular equipment. It is generally being done when the machine is running, no need to stop the machine, and it's primarily a proactive approach that we're doing it, and as and when required we do it based on the data collection, and then we take some real actions. My next video will be with respect to the key differences between design FMEA and process FMEA. Regularly I'm getting a lot of feedback from your side, and they're helping me to understand that what exactly you're looking for. So please do continue your feedback. And in case you want to understand a little bit more about this video, if you see below there's a link. If you click that, you will find a blog there, and there you will find this particular information in much more detail. And in case you're liking these kind of videos and blogs, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel and my website bhavyamangla.com. Thank you.